Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Just got back from Austin City Limits and I did some shopping while I was there and got a new backdrop edition. If you look at this, got to be very careful. These are very fragile. It's a vinyl that an artist does to and carves out different artists. And I'm a member of the, I love the 27 Club. So one of the people that they did have a Nirvana one, Kurt Cobain, but Jim Morrison, he did. So unfortunately, he doesn't ship these because they're so fragile once you cut through them. So I had to buy it while I was there. And I can't even give you a website or something if you want to get something similar done, because you have to go to the store to get it. But in any case, just wanted to show you that. Let me put it down here for now. Also, got a new hat. Well, this is a hat. I created it myself. I used the spray paint to get it a metallic finish. Might bring this one to Toronto Audio Fest, which is the subject of today's video, which I want to give you a preview. Going up there on Thursday, and then the show is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's not a huge show, so I was debating whether to even go, but I text Val from Acora and Audio Research. I said, should I go? He's like, well, I'm going to be there. That's good enough reason for me. So I booked going and looking forward to seeing him. But while I'm up there, and because the show's pretty small, I'm going to have a lot of other things that are really cool while I'm up in Toronto. First time being in Toronto. Pete the Greek's going to meet me. We're going to have some after hours fun for sure, like we did down here in Houston, hopefully. But while I'm there on Thursday, I'm going to meet with the amp designer for my subwoofer amp that I previewed in the previous video. That's going to be really cool. So you're going to finally learn who that is and some of the things that are going to go into it. I'll be showing you that maybe in YouTube Shorts starting as early as Thursday or Friday. Then I think sometime on Friday or the weekend, I'm going to be meeting with the distributor of Inacoustic and Ari Surratt up there in Canada, and he's got some really cool stuff to show me. I think one speaker, I don't even want to show you pictures yet. I don't know if he's allowed that to be shown yet, but these speakers weigh over 6,000 pounds. I hate to imagine the shipping on this, but anxious to at least see what's in the works there and talk to him about some other things. He's actually also implementing the box system in his system, so I'm going to help him set that up. Edgar's going to be on the call, and so that's going to be a lot of fun doing another home install of the Bach. Now, for the show itself, it's my first time going to the Toronto Audio Show. It's pretty small, but other than Val being there and wanting to hang out with him and have a good time, and some after-hours things that are really fun, I look forward to seeing some brands that are more geared to Canada. All the Canadian speaker makers that are going to be there, although I don't think Totem is going to be there. But a lot of the preeminent Canadian manufacturers will be there. I noticed, let me get my sheet out here. I looked at their list. I printed it out. And I was looking at some brands that I don't see all that often, or ones that I was really looking forward to seeing. So let me go through them real quick. I know Acora is one that's going to be there, and ARC, Val's company now, is Audio Research Corporation. So I want to see and get to talk to him a little bit more. There was a real thirst to talk to him right when it happened, but I was talking to him as well. Didn't want to put too much pressure on him, and still, things going through, you can't really implement too many things yet. So looking forward to talking to Val, now that he's got a little more time under his belt, what's going to be coming out new, what different changes, and getting you an update on that. I see Alsyvox on the menu here. That's a great speaker. So can't wait to see them. It's kind of like Maggie's on steroids. Go watch my Rhapsody Audio video when I toured Rhapsody Audio in Dallas. Phenomenal planar. Cost no object. You have to have that kind of budget, but really great performance. Audiovector, which I featured and was in the Inacoustic reference room. That's a very advanced box speaker, much more advanced than your prototypical box speakers that are out there. And I was very impressed with that the performance of their models, up and down, from beer budget all the way to cost no object. Speaking of beer budget, Emotiva is going to be at this show. I saw them in at least 2 rooms, which is kind of odd. I think they're a U.S.-based company, but I think they're finally launching some kind of local service center in Canada, and they're doing a presence at this show. Emotiva's got great value for the money. I've been always impressed. I've had a couple of their pieces with their customer support. So it's been much better than some of these high-end brands that you pay a lot more for. So looking forward to showcasing something on the beer budget level and good quality equipment for most people's budgets and taste that would be competitive with a lot of high-end stuff on performance metrics too. Let's see. I got monitor audio. The Hyphen I think is going to be there. I've shown it in static display at Cedia. I've shown it with another member of my channel. Sent me a video from the Audio Advice live show that was on the East Coast in I think North Carolina. You got a little bit of taste of sound quality, but I want to hear it firsthand. I want to put it through its paces. I want to really get my hands on it and talk to the people behind it. I was too busy at Cedia. I really want to learn more about that speaker. It's got a lot of potential from just my smell test. So I want to get more information. Saturn Audio is a brand that I don't know too much about. I know a little bit about the people behind it. Don't want to tell you too much about that. But the logo is super cool. I just like the chassis and the logo. And I was like, I never see it in America. So I want to see what they've got. It's a Canadian-based company. Stax, best headphones for my taste and for many people's taste. Stax. In fact, Pete the Greek just bought a pair of rare Stax SR Sigmas. Most people never even heard of them. Most people never heard of them. There's not that many in existence. Panoramic type style headphone that's rare. So I'm anxious to hear how he's enjoying those and maybe one day get to listen to those. But of course, I've got the X9000s. I don't think you can do much better. Welltempered Labs. I mean, I'm not a turntable guy, but that was the first turntable I was ever exposed to. Although I bought a Thorens, I kind of wanted that Welltempered, and they've been in business forever. So on a budget turntable that has stood the test of time, like to see them. Don't see them ever at shows in the U.S. anymore. So was interested that they are going to be on this. YBA is another one that Canadian-based company, as far as I recall, and I haven't seen them in a long time at any show. I didn't even know they were still actively in business, but they're listed here as a brand that's going to be at the show. They had some very high-quality stuff back in the day that was very economical, relatively speaking. It was high-end, price tag for the most part, but was punching much higher, in my opinion, performance-wise, than the price tag was. So lots of pedigree, and if they're still in business after all these years, this had to be more than 20, 30 years. That's a great sign as well. So I'm anxious to see what they've got to showcase. So even though it's a small show, lots of cool brands, lots more that I can't even get to. I mean, lots of great brands that I saw on here. So just want to give you that little snippet of things that stood out to me. But stay tuned, sign up, subscribe. I'll have a lot of stuff all this weekend.